Ish, interview show dedicated to Savannah, Georgia's artists, musicians, and authors. Each episode will feature a guest in conversation about their philosophy, practice, and current projects, as well as their thoughts on the state of the arts in our community. Our theme music is a clip by Jose Ray, made specifically for our show. Hello all, this is Kate Stanton Melendez, and this week I had the pleasure of sitting down with Peter Roberts, artist and gallery director at Location Gallery. We'll be catching up prior to the opening of their MARC exhibition, Decades. Decades has 36 participating artists celebrating the 10th anniversary of Location Gallery. All featured artists have worked with the gallery before, and the show is entirely made up of 10-inch by 10-inch works. This special opening reception is a ticketed event. It's held at the Kennedy Pharmacy, located at 323 East Broughton Street. And the party will be held on Saturday, March 14th, next week, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are already available on the gallery's website. Gallery profits from this special anniversary show will be donated to the Historic Savannah Foundation. Welcome, Peter Roberts. Do you want to introduce yourself for the people that definitely know you, but maybe don't?
I think, all right, I'm Peter Roberts. I am the gallery director of Location Gallery, and we are coming up on our 10-year anniversary.
Oh.
It's been a lot.
I'm so proud of you. I'm sure you're so proud of you. Decades.
Yes.
Why decades and not decade?
Because the pitch to the artists were, we went back to all of our solo shows, and then all of our duet shows, and then our three-person shows to put together a show that we asked the artists to choose a decade from 1730s on that best represented their work and their influences.
Why 1730s?
Because our nonprofit partner is Historic Savannah Foundation, and Savannah started in 1733.
Well, that is so well thought out.
Well,
I love that.
The cool part is that all the work is 10 by 10.
I loved that. And that is just so nice.
Yeah. And so we're actually launching the show on March 14th with 36 artists. Some of them don't live here anymore, so they're coming back because they moved away. But it's nice to see their work again. And we will be doing a ticketed opening at the Kennedy Pharmacy at the Davenport House, because they have an exhibition hall. So it'll be like $10 to get in.
Well, and tickets were already available on your website,
right?
Yeah. It looks like you could already buy and get in.
Absolutely.
I'm so sad. I'm going to miss this one. I have a cousin that's getting married in Naples, and I like her a lot. But it's still deeply painful to miss this party. I definitely looked at the tickets and then realized the date and said a bunch of curse words. This is going to be beautiful. Have you ever done a ticketed event before?
Not like this. So the $10 ticket will go directly to the Davenport House.
Lovely.
So, we'll have wine and popcorn.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So we're going to do 5 to 8 on a Saturday.
Perfect.
It might be a good way for people to maybe jump in the St. Patrick's Day mild festivities without going fully green.
Okay. Dipping toes into the spring season here in Savannah.
Because, people like to get out, but they don't want to, commit to the whole thing.
Well, and it being located there's so much parking. So, there's no excuse. I mean, you can find something to get to the Davenport House.
Right.
That's lovely. Very good.
So, it's kind of fun because they're starting a program where they're going to start doing more installations, which is kind of cool. And, their director is really, really quite something. She's great. Danielle Hodes, shout out.
How did you get hooked up with them?
Well, I talked to Austin, and he's past chair of HSF board, and I was like, we need to do something with Historic Savannah for our 10-year show. It just makes sense.
Sure.
And so they were very receptive and said, come on down to the Kennedy Pharmacy. I'm like, okay. This is kind of cool. We're doing location on location.
Aww.
And it'll be quite the hoopla, we're hoping.
I love that. So 36 participating artists, all that have shown here before.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you pick the 36? How did you pick the works? It seems like I'm standing in this room, and because it's a radio show, people can't see what's around us. It seems like some people have multiple pieces. It's not the same number. How did you pick?
Well, this is our previous show.
Oh!
So you'll see the actual Decades work on March 14th.
Of course, because these are not 10 by 10s.
Right.
I'm just excited.
So we've probably, I started adding it up, and we've shown over 200 artists in 10 years.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Like I started going through, and I'm like, that's a lot of artists, and we still haven't gotten everyone. It's kind of near impossible.
You can't.
You can't.
I mean, there's so much coming and going in Savannah. It's so art-based.
Right. We're like the Santa Fe of the Southeast, I always say.
Really?
Yeah, but no one really knows it yet.
I kind of like it that way, though, because at least we can still get out and walk around our neighborhoods. Yeah. It's not too crowded quite yet. We don't have enough space to maybe be Santa Fe. Yeah,
and I also think that where people always ask, well, why isn't there a gallery row? And I'm like, the real estate.
Yeah.
We because we're the fundraising arm for Austin Hill Realty, Corcoran Austin Hill Realty, we don't pay rent.
That's great.
So, we donate 30% of what we make back to the nonprofit.
I mean, every show has always been like that,
Always
right?
like that.
I mean, and you swap charities every single show, or do you have a top 10 type favorite?
We swap. I mean, there are some old standbys like Historic Savannah and Ossabaw Island and, Hospice, but also because their audiences are, more art oriented.
Okay.
So that's how that's sort of how that works. And we kind of came about with this idea because, artists were constantly being asked to donate for free.
That is the worst part. Yeah. So they get to at least pay their bills. And
so we're like, artists get 50%, and when we sell it.
Sure.
And we like to pay quickly.
That's the best.
Yeah, because the artist, because I myself am a maker. You're sitting with the work for a long time. Yeah. Could be a month, 2 months out.
Could be longer. I've had pieces that have sat for theoretically years before they found their. I mean, obviously that's a size thing, right? I mean, at 6 feet wide, it's going to take more than 2 months to sell usually. Right. But for artists to not have to sit on their work, to be so especially for this show, 10 by 10, small piece oriented, this should fly.
I hope so. It should.
It should
in
fly.
Theory. Yeah.
Are you going to put everything on the website?
It will be on the website. We will probably it will actually be at the Kennedy Pharmacy for about a week.
Wow, okay.
So they'll show it there, and we'll QR code it, so it'll get purchased through our website. So the web stuff will probably go up. We'll make it live on March 15th.
Beautiful.
Because, we want people to
come to the show.
Come to the show, see what they like, and art always looks better in person.
It always does. The colors, I mean, no matter how great of a photographer you are and how good you are with web design, there's always something about the colors digitally that doesn't...
It flattens out.
Just a little bit, yeah.
And it shifts, especially with the greens, because green has the largest color shift.
Really?
Yeah. Because as human beings, we see more shades of green than any other shade.
Really?
Yeah. We're hardwired to stay alive in the jungle. So...
I would not make it in the jungle, but I love that fun fact. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it makes sense, though.
It does, yeah.
I mean,
what a great idea to make sure that everybody comes to the show on March 14th, and then the people that miss it or that go home still thinking about the painting that they, God forbid, have left behind, the 15th they can come back and do it again and buy it online.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so great.
Well, you have to do all avenues, I think.
For sure.
I mean, during pandemic shutdown, we completely pivoted to online.
Most did.
Yeah. We had to. We already had a website, but we were like, okay, let's really push this. So we were out, delivering art with masks on.
Beautiful.
It's fun.
I mean, it was something we had to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was, I did not have fun, but
I mean, I think as long as you remained engaged, you were fine.
It was one of the highest selling points of my entire life.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you. I mean, I could not have any staff at the time.
Right.
So when I came back, and it was October 2020 in Charleston, we were so scared that there was no budget for anything.
Right.
So I pretty much worked by myself for like 6 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Like upwards of 7 days a week and like 80 hours a week. It was awful. And it was fun. It's the most money I've ever made in my entire life. But COVID, woof, it was more fun in Savannah to be in COVID than Charleston.
Yeah, it was just weird. I mean, it was fun to just be in your jammies.
No.
In your stretchy pants and make art. I mean, that was kind of fun. No one was bothering you. You know?
I've gotten way off the rails. So,
but you know, that's just what we do. I mean, I had like my first solo in Manhattan.
Fun.
On Friday,
really?
Friday the 13th of COVID. I was in Manhattan and Broadway shut down the night before my solo show.
March, Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. We got back to Savannah. I'm like, something's coming, guys. Like,
we had Jose Reyes' show, and it was in a ballroom, and it was
Yeah.
like this massive party, and we knew it was coming, and I think that was a Friday night, maybe a Thursday night, and then like the Monday, everybody was unemployed, and
Yep.
like a Wednesday, all the masks go up. I mean,
it was crazy.
what a time.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly not.
Let's not go through it again.
No, never. Oh, well, yeah, if we have to, but let's hope not. So that's certainly not your favorite part of the last 10 years. What are you most proud of?
That it happened at all, that the model happened, and that we just kept chugging along and just meeting and working with all of these artists, and then the natural outcomes of friendship and collaboration it's been phenomenal. Building a little art tribe in Savannah, and also, you know, being welcoming to all the different corners in Savannah. You know, Savannah can get kind of cliquish.
That's fair.
And I understand that phenomenon, but we have to get out of all our corners, because to me, like a sale of Savannah art is a triumph for Savannah. Period.
Absolutely.
You know, and yes, other people, you know, aren't in it to, you know, we're probably more, we like to sell art. You know, we like to make art accessible and on people's walls.
Yeah. I mean, and the sizing and the pricing here is just beautiful. I mean, you can't beat a work by a local artist for sometimes 200 and under, for
Right.
300
Right.
and under.
Right.
I mean, it's just, it's so accessible.
Well,
really.
and because we have the rotating nonprofits, that means we also have a lot of first-time art buyers.
True.
Which is kind of cool.
That is
because
cool.
then they come back. And so I've built this, you know, really eclectic collecting people, you know, and they may not come to every show, but they pop in.
How many people do you think, what's your percentage of local buyers, local artists?
Well, since we moved here to this location on Liberty and Bull, we definitely saw more tourists buying.
Yeah? Okay.
Because we're just in a higher traffic area.
For sure, yeah.
So it kind of shifted. For a while there, it was about a third.
Wow.
You know, third local, third tourist, third online. So, and that's sort of shifted more now to not as much online, but more local and tourist. Not as much tourist, because I think the tourists now, because with everything so much more expensive, that the tourists spending money on art, they find it's a luxury item. So I think that's probably across the board for most retail.
Yeah. I mean, we're all artists are probably taking a little bit of a hit. We're kind of the litmus test for the economy. It's
Yeah.
one of the first things that go.
Yeah.
We've had a tough year, so
Yeah.
I imagine that there's a lot of foot traffic, but maybe not as much sales.
Yeah, they're not pulling the trigger as much.
No.
You know, and stuff you think that's going to move, it's like, oh, wow, okay. But, you know, people they tighten their belts.
Yeah. It'll turn back around.
It will.
It always does.
It will.
Well, we'll see. And everybody will make it through.
Yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science, it's just art. Like, you know, it's always it is a good indicator, but it does get a little scary.
Absolutely. Well, so you're an artist too.
I am.
And you sometimes show your own work.
I do. Is
your work in the upcoming show Decades?
It is.
Ooh, how many pieces?
Just one. Everyone just did one.
Oh.
So it's 36 pieces, and I went to the 1950s.
Okay. Why the 1950s?
Because I love Drayton Tower.
The apartment condo building right here? I love that one too. I tried to live there, and my husband told me no. Why Drayton Tower?
Because it's just a cool building.
I like the windows.
The windows and just the cleanness, and I was like, okay. I mean, it was finished in 49, but I think its heyday was probably the 1950s.
We won't hold the 49 against it.
But, I did tell, like, for this show, I did say, why don't you can do Savannah specific if you want to. You don't have to. So it's quite a mix. You've got some Savannah scenes. You've got, like, just crazy, like, 1970s, like, a lot of 1980s.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just like the age bracket of some of the artists.
Probably.
It like speaks to them.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just, what's your style? Like, show you. And it's a wide range of people.
What were the parameters for the show? I mean, is it, aside from Decades, was there any other guideline?
Nope.
Wow.
You do you.
All right. So we're going to probably see some of everything, huh? Some figurative, some landscape, some... Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
I can't say.
No?
I'm not allowed.
Okay.
We love all our children equally.
All right. Do you have... Well... And if it's one per person, I can see how, you can't pick a favorite. That would be kind of mean, huh? You can't pick yourself.
No.
Can you tell us about your piece, or is it top secret?
No, my piece is a Drayton Tower, but it's on a 10 by 10, and I went a little Googie style with the surrounding, and it's, well, I can show you, actually.
Ooh.
I think it's on my phone.
Is it your classic paper cuts?
Yeah, paper cuts, but I went more three-dimensional, so the actual Drayton Tower moves out from the plane.
Okay. How do you make the paper cuts?
I actually...
Ooh, nope. All right, no additional information over the radio.
Nope.
Because I don't want to ruin it.
I just, I draw it all in vector.
Okay.
And then I figure out, like, if I need to turn stuff, like a 45, 90, because a lot of my paper has a grain to it.
Okay.
So it'll create more movement on the actual piece when you get to it. And then I send it to my rotary cutter. It punches through, and then I have to go in and pick out with X-Acto blades and micro shears and, tiny little dabs of glue to build the whole thing.
That's cool.
So,
do you have any like favorite materials or like a favorite glue or like something you hate to use?
Actually, I have found a really good architectural model glue that it's a psychonolite. I can't ever say it, but you can see the bead coming out, so you can control it really well. But what it does is that it actually bonds both surfaces.
Oh, cool.
But it's like a 5-second, like you have 5 seconds to get it right.
Is that too quick or too slow? Feels too quick.
I think it's good.
Okay.
It cures in 15 seconds. So you can really glue fast if you want to.
All right.
Yeah.
That's so cool. How did you end up doing paper cuts and illustration? Isn't your degree in like television?
Video, VFX.
Video.
So it's still storytelling. That's what it's still narrative. So I started that. I started the paper stuff because I wanted to work in a different medium, but I had also been doing letterpress invitations.
Okay.
And I went to the stationery show in New York, the National, and found some really good paper vendors and just fell in love with these papers. And I just have never stopped using those papers because of their, the palette matches. Like the palette also coordinates with other lines from the manufacturer. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. The paper does the work for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought about that because, when you're mixing paint colors,
Yeah, paint, you have much more flexibility.
Paper, less forgiving.
Less forgiving. But you make it work because the tonalities match. So.
And I've never seen you paint over top of the paper.
I have on occasion.
Yeah?
Yeah, if I need to, do an embellishment or, I've also stained it with like ink just to give it more depth.
Maybe you did so well that I did not notice that it was not.
Maybe.
Very cool.
So yeah, I tend to stick, and then the head cases. I mean, that's sort of what I'm,
known for.
Yeah, hang my head on. No.
Those are so fun.
Yeah, and I've got a whole new batch coming out.
Do you?
Yeah, it'll be at the JEA in May.
Ooh, okay.
I'm doing a duet show with Melody Postma, and it's called Mazel Pop.
Cute.
And it's all about how Jewish creators have influenced and made culture, lifestyle, inventions. It's going to be very cool.
Well, that's
so I did like a bunch of new head cases of these creators.
How many is a bunch?
Oh, gosh. 30 pieces.
Whoa.
Yeah. Ranging from like, the smalls to the 20 by 20, the largest.
So you were, you're always super busy, but you were super busy.
Well, I had a chunk of time in January, so I'm like, I'm just going to get it done.
Okay.
Just like, get it done. Head cases are just sort of like, for me, they're just sort of like, okay, do, it's,
Well, when you put in so many years of work,
right.
The days go faster.
Yeah.
You've got so much practice with these. Yeah.
Yeah. And you also the program. Like, okay, I need to do, but then I was like, wait a minute, Stanley Kubrick was Jewish. I forgot Stanley Kubrick. I got to put him in.
That's fun.
Yeah. And it was really fun, like figuring, it out.
Now, did they come to you or did you go to them for the JEA show?
It was kind of mutual because we just sort of crossed paths and I was like, hey, I have a great idea. Just to honor Jewish culture or Jewish contributions. And they're like, oh my God, that's fabulous. So
cool.
I'm pairing up with my friend Melody, who's going the route of more the route of like, how can I put it properly? More the route of vacation, like all the great, like stuff in the Catskills or at the beach or leisure time.
Cute.
Yeah. Because she's got that retro vibe and somehow we kind of play off of each other pretty well.
That should be beautiful. Well, I was excited about decades, but now I'm excited about this too. You got a busy spring, Peter.
Yeah, I do.
You always do. And so I just was chatting with the Paper Dolls team.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, how did you pick the family vibe for this year? And like decades clearly doesn't count. But
well, yeah, I sort of like last year I started thinking about like I think it'd be really fun to do a series of shows or rather a campaign called Art Family Values. Because I think creatives, and you have sibling creatives or husband and wife or cousins, like I think there's a dialogue and there's a similarity to the work, but not like copying.
Fair.
So it's going to be an interesting like conversation between the artists. So, and Jamie had applied to our show, and that was up for grabs last summer, and another artist group won by like 1 point. So I was like, hey, do you want to be in Art Family Values? She's like, yes.
Well, and Lino's so sweet. I mean, Jamie's
He's so
lovely,
talented.
but like, it's such a nice pairing. They're such nice people.
Yeah.
And their work is so fun paired next to each other.
Yeah.
Because you kind of can tell that they're connected, but like their styles are different entirely.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah. What a fun way to kick off the Art Family Values campaign.
Yeah.
Do you see more of that in 2026?
Oh, yeah. In April, we've got Steve and Anna Bliss.
Okay, I don't know them.
Photographers.
Okay.
And then in May, we've got Joy Dunnigan and Amanda Faye Dunnigan.
Cool.
And then down the line, we've got, I'm blanking here. Sorry, Darcy Melton and her mother-in-law, who is Melinda Borshevitz.
Fun.
So they're in queue, so to speak. And then we're working on some other family pairings.
Have you got most of 2026 blocked out?
I
a year
do.
In advance?
I do because I like to play that way.
It's just so much fun when you have everything contracted and you know what's coming, because then you can pivot a little bit easier. But I always loved knowing exactly what was happening.
Well, I think it helps the artists, so they have time to percolate and get it done. I mean, we've got Stacey Jean Albano and Trisha Albano in August.
Fun!
So, they're doing like childhood memories on Long Island.
So how is Trisha connected to Stacey? Is it a sister or a
sister?
Daughter? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun. And I'm working to try to get my cousin to do it with me.
Fun!
So...
Working? Are you gonna bribe them? What
no, I just we're trying to figure out our story and our medium. Okay. So it'll come. It'll happen.
Well, and you said Stacey's name.
Yeah.
So are you guys working on a book? Is that top secret?
We already did a book.
You did it?
We did it.
It's out?
It's out.
I'm so sorry.
Imaginary Heights. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Talk about the book. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we did she and I did the work and the poems for last April. So then we decided that we needed to pull the trigger on the book so that we would have, a lower priced item for art fairs.
All right.
So that's how that worked out.
All right. That's so fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a really fun collab. Like, we were having Vulcan mind melts in the process.
She's such a fun lady.
She's kookadoo. Love her.
So did you both work on like poems and imagery?
I did the writing. She did the imagery.
Beautiful.
But I was like, you have to do one with octopuses selling pies because I've already written it.
Octopuses selling pies.
Yeah. Bake shop under the sea. She's like, okay, got it. And then we would just bounce. It was really crazy.
Where do we buy the book?
I think I have some copies left.
Fun.
Yeah.
Is it like geared for adults, children,
Both.
teens? Everybody.
Everybody.
Beautiful.
We wanted to do something that had aspects of Richard's Scary.
Okay.
So that there's lots of characters within the work. And then we wanted the words to be fun for the adults who have to read it time and time and time and time again.
Aha. Yes.
Little in jokes,
With someone with a 2-year-old, I appreciate that because woof. I mean, you can only read the same story so many times, but if it's for both, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So we had a good time.
Well, I will keep that in mind. I have an idea for you for later.
Oh.
And I will circle back and not put that on the radio.
Uh-oh. Stay tuned.
Well, and that's not the only book. You've got a book about the circus?
Yeah, that was mine.
When did that one come out?
That
last
came
year?
out October.
Okay.
So I was writing a lot last year.
That's so unique. Good for you. You're just so multi-talented.
Well, I like to write, but I have to get in the flow.
It is, you got to be in the right headspace for like one realm of creativity. Do you find it hard to swap?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes it's, most of my work is really based on verbiage, on some way, shape, or form. Like I can't just do a render. I have to have a story to it.
That's back to the video background.
Yeah, I have to have that 4-frame narrative. So that's probably what I look for first in artists is a strong narrative or a point of view.
Cool.
Because as a gallery director, that helps me tell the story about the work and a story about the artist because people always want to know what's behind the frame.
True.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I always look towards a strong narrative. Not necessarily completely narrative, but something that tells a story.
Very cool. How do people apply to show with location? Do you put a call for each show out or just do people randomly email you?
People will call and say, hey, and I'm like, okay, let me see your website because I need to see what you're doing and if we jive together because and then they get drafted into a group show to see if, they like us and we like them.
Sure.
Because why be problematic when you don't have to be?
Yeah, and like they can have great work, but sometimes it's just not the right space. Sometimes the personalities are,
or sometimes it's not the right, vibe insofar as putting together the group shows.
Okay.
Because we kind of come up with ideas and then go, okay, like that works for that nonprofit, but sometimes that artist's work isn't going to gel in that show.
Yeah. Fair.
So we try to get to everybody and we try to look at everybody's work. But if your website's your Facebook page, no, you need a website.
Miserable. Yeah.
You need a website.
That's not going to work.
In this day and age, you need a website.
And that's always the hardest part is telling somebody no. I had a standard, I love you, thank you, but no thank you email. Do you have a standard no thank you email that's very polite so you don't have to rewrite it every time?
I do. I just don't remember what I say, Also, too, like if someone's work is not up to snuff, like the worst thing is them being in a group show and they don't sell because of the talent that's around them.
If they're not quite to that level, being around everyone else that is, they're
right.
like that glaring,
Yeah, I mean, so then you feel badly for them.
Well, because you don't embarrass them either. And if
right.
they just feel not good enough, maybe you should have given them a year or two, but
right.
revisit later on.
Right. Or like, what's the new direction? Also, location. I love to do stuff where the artists, returning artists, or just artists in general, don't have to, they can do something different. They can try a new approach. And that's happened a lot because they're not, they may be constrained by the theme or by, size, but it allows them to do something new, not just the tried and true. So a lot of times they like it. Sometimes they complain, but we always do invitation only.
Very good.
And, and if you say, a lot of times people are like, no, not this time. They're just either they're busy or they're not feeling the vibe or, and that's fine.
That's fine. You can always circle back.
Yeah. And, for a while there, we were losing galleries left and right.
Uh-huh.
And that was terrible. And, we tried to keep up with the demand.
Yeah, you're such a pillar of the community that I can't imagine you have a lot of thanks but no thanks from artists. I'm sure that most everybody is a 99% yes, right?
Pretty much.
Everybody loves to show here.
Yeah, and I think we do try to sell the work.
Yeah.
I've some people I know, when I deliver art, I'm able to see into the homes of people, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then I know what their style is for that house, and then I can say, you need to come to the show. That particular household or address, you need to see this work.
Do you make notes, or is it all mental?
Mental, and I can't I'm not going to take out a notepad one at someone's house and go.
I always did it after.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After totally.
Yeah, I always put it in my secret software that nobody else can see, but
right.
would love this artist.
Well, because in that way, you're actually looking out for people's time.
For sure, yeah.
And I think that's a good courtesy.
Yeah. There's some clients, there's some collectors that are great fits for some things that aren't for others. So
right.
you tailor your emails so that you don't lose them as an audience or
right.
you don't overwhelm anybody.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. And we send out emails probably on a regular, but not obnoxiously so.
Yeah. That was always my problem. I got too excited. I'm an email guy. Shouldn't do that.
And then sometimes, I always check. I'm like, oh, why did they unsubscribe?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, did I say something wrong? Are you breaking up with us?
No, mine was always that I didn't do what you're talking about. I would hit the wrong artist button or something they just hated, and somebody had a bad day and clicked that unsubscribe.
It's so subjective.
It's
insane. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
It is hurtful.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, why do I take this so personally?
I guess we're not friends anymore.
Right, what happened? Are we broken up? Do you not like us anymore? I think people just get overwhelmed.
Oh, for sure. How many junk emails do you have?
Oh, my God.
Right?
It's insane.
Yeah. And even when you have art galleries you love, sometimes they still end up in spam.
Yeah.
I miss a lot because it gets like through this stupid filter. So
Well, Gmail's notorious for that.
yeah, they all are.
Yeah. I mean, but if someone reports you as spam, then you get picked up.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, we've gotten reported, and I'm like, okay, like, just unsubscribe.
Yeah, it's just a drunk tourist that forgot.
Yeah.
That they like.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm like, just unsubscribe. And when you unsubscribe, I don't have to like go through and pluck you out. If you do spam complaint, I have to find you.
Ugh.
But I think everyone, people just get bombarded with communications.
It's not personal.
No.
Especially in a place as beautiful as this.
Yeah, we try. We're, I still can't believe it's 10 years. Like, what happened?
It's crazy.
I know.
Well, and you're one of the last ones. Who else has been around 10 years? Just you guys.
And sulfur.
For sure, yeah.
Sulfur.
Well, they count. They absolutely count. But because it's a nonprofit now,
yeah,
I think of them as a little bit differently, maybe.
Yeah.
Than, Art Southeast versus Sulfur. Maybe different categories in my mind now.
Yeah, I think they shifted, definitely. Well, I mean, Gallery 209, but
true.
They've been there for forever.
That's true.
I don't know. Nobody really. Yeah, because the mansion, Roots Up.
Tiffany Taylor.
Tiffany
Kobo.
Taylor.
Well, you're part of Kobo, right?
Yeah, I was part of Kobo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that coming back anytime soon?
No.
See?
Well, Julia Christian Gallery, but,
What a sweetheart. Love her.
Her and Bob. I love them both so much.
What a doll.
Both of them. I mean.
Julia's in the show, huh?
Yeah, she is.
Beautiful.
We did her first solo show.
Did you?
Back in 2016. I'm like, you've never had a solo? She's like, no. And I'm like, you need a solo.
Yeah, she's a cutie pie. I haven't seen her in years.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, and her husband Bob. Like
yes.
they're just stellar, old school.
Lovely people.
Good artists, great people. Supportive of the arts,
That's what you look for, right? So, since you've been around 10 years, what have you seen change in Savannah? Is there anything that's like sticking out, a way you've pivoted over the years, or a trend you're seeing, or?
I think we just get so consumed with show production that we just don't even look up, We kind of just keep going. I would say you have to do more education about the arts. Like you have to educate people as to what they're seeing. But that should be an ongoing mission of every single art outlet.
Fair.
We should always be educating because sometimes people don't understand the value of it.
So strange. Yes. It's so sad. Some people have the mindset where they'd rather buy furniture or a countertop,
right.
Or the art needs to match the throw pillows, right. Or this rug, and that's just not my favorite way to do things. So I think a little bit of education builds a collector.
Yeah, and I think I get approached a lot. We used to be a lot more. I got approached a lot about like location doing installs at different businesses.
Huh.
And my rule of thumb was, okay, so are you going to do the spread? The reception. Are you going to promote it? Are you going to, how are sales going to be rung up? Are you giving a percentage of the sale to, the person that sold it on your staff? And they really just wanted free decoration.
Yeah.
And that to me is problematic, And if the waiter or whoever, the bartender or whatever, is going to make more money off of food and beverage and they have no skin in the game on the art, they're not going to sell the art.
No, that's just free decor,
right.
And a way to have people's work get damaged.
Right. And so that's where, I feel like a little bit of that is shifting back again, along with nonprofits asking for free work again. And I'm like, guys, you're going to get the piece of work that has cat hair on it because it's been on the studio floor for years.
Yeah.
So I have seen that shift back a little bit, which is disturbing.
Yeah, artists somehow are never appreciated enough. They always think that the free publicity is the payment. Nope.
I'm like, but you called me.
Right. You're asking for a favor. Not
You
the other way around.
you already know me.
I don't need the publicity.
Right. You're like, I'm already here. Like, what? It's bizarre.
It's true. All right. Well, so that's a lame change over the last 10 years. What's a positive thing you think?
I think positive is that we just keep getting more and more artists.
Fair. Yeah.
And that there are just some spectacular things coming up, spectacular work and people like really, really doing it well. I think the level, I think Isle of Hope Art Fair is becoming like a standard with the sheer scope of work and more contemporary artists showing there. I think that I think that's a positive.
Very good.
And I think some of these, like Slam is great. I think the art fairs are helping the artists to reach different audiences.
And it's not just downtown Savannah now. I mean, you say Isle of Hope, but like Richmond Hill too.
Yeah.
I mean, that Arts on the Coast, that's getting bigger and bigger.
That's getting bigger and bigger.
All of our little satellite areas, we're kind of expanding out, which is very nice.
It's good because then you have more, more reach. And, I do Isle of Hope Art Fair because a lot of times they don't want to come downtown.
Huh.
So, but you do find like you have different types of customers at each of these outlets.
That's fair. The clientele kind of matches the location.
Yeah, or it's just different because people don't want to, they don't want to drive all the way out there or do all that, that type of thing. Fair. So I think in Savannah, like you have to do other outposts, other outlets. You have to also be in other cities.
Yeah. We're just small enough, but just big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe only showing in Savannah is not the best way to pay the bills.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, you got to pick a couple others. There's got to be an Atlanta hub or a Charlotte. Or,
or even like, St. Petersburg, Florida. I mean, what a hop in our town. Holy moly.
That's true. One's getting bigger, but my brother lives outside of Tampa, so I go there.
I mean, I know every time I've shown there, like I sold on opening night.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I need to raise my prices. Or, or that's just the audience knows the value of it.
St. Pete is beautiful. That's a good art town. What a good pick. Yes.
Yeah.
That's an up and coming city that should be kind of parallel to Savannah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they've got it going on. And, Tampa has a ton of money. So.
True. Florida Rama, that was so fun. Did you do that?
Oh.
It is like...
Is it like Gasparilla?
No, Florida Rama is like an art installation, but it's a warehouse in the middle of nowhere, and it is built like a 1950s motel mixed with aliens, maybe?
Awesome.
You would really enjoy it.
Awesome.
Actually. Like, you give me a Florida Rama vibe, and it's a 2-hour type situation. It's a very interesting installation. Put that on your list. Sorry.
Okay.
I've been distracted.
That's all right. That's what happens. It makes for more lively time.
I have been yapping at you for almost an hour.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about that I have not asked? What was on your list?
Gosh. What do you think about the art scene in Savannah?
I love it. And I am heartened by the existence of Cute Tomatoes in 2424. Mm-hmm. But because I left in 2020 and you and Art Southeast and Telfair were kind of the only men left standing, it was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Something about the shuttering of the mansion after it became Bardot.
Oh, that was terrible.
Obviously that hit me personally.
Yeah.
And like to go down the list of everything shutting was awful. Cleo also.
Yeah.
Love Jeanette.
Yep, she's doing great.
Yep. I want the economy to turn back a little bit so that we can have more of these small spaces that we really desperately need. We need more of you. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, we can't just depend on Peter Roberts to be the best guy and have all these monthly shows. We need like one or two more of you so that you can take a nap, right?
Well, I think also too, like it's, there's so much cross-pollination among artists that sometimes, you have to tap the brakes on, some artists because it's like, okay, like you're overexposed. And if you're overexposed, then people think there's no demand because they figure that they can buy you anytime.
Fair.
Because you're everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you need to like pull back a little bit because the buyers in Savannah are finite.
Absolutely.
The
money is finite. The wall space is finite. The local public is
It's it's a hard lesson to learn. Like you just get overexposed, and you need to if you're sick of you, then they probably are too. I mean, sometimes I wake up, I'm like, why am I doing this? This is the dumbest way to make money.
Just in art in general.
Yeah, just art in general. Like,
it is one of the hardest ways to make money.
It's all spec work.
It's not easy. No. There's there are worse careers. We've chosen very cool lives, but it's not an easy life.
No, it's like, okay, whose idea is this? Oh, mine.
It's a very rewarding life, but
it's like
should have just been a plumber.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's a smart
Really?
one. Oh yeah.
It's my grandfather. Should have been a plumber.
Yeah, he's retired. He's only 3 years older than I am.
See, we chose the hard path.
Like, because everyone needs a plumber.
Yeah, really.
Like, okay.
Not everybody needs our beautiful things on their walls.
But I can fix a toilet, so that's a good thing.
That's above my pay grade. Nope, can't do that.
I was taught.
By your brother?
Yes, and my brother-in-law. Yeah.
What would you be if you weren't an artist?
Oh gosh, I something in the media, definitely.
Fair enough. That's what you're classically trained in, right?
Yeah, and advertising. I mean, I did advertising for years.
You were in New York, Brooklyn?
No, I was here.
Really?
Yeah, I graduated with a degree in video production.
From SCAD.
From SCAD. Had a job the day I finished.
Cool.
It was at Cablevision in Hinesville. So we produced 30-second spots and campaigns for years. And then I decided I was sick of the salespeople making money off of my ideas. So I became a sales rep.
Aha.
And I sold spots and produced campaigns and had a blast.
Oh, so you've always been cool.
Pardon?
You've always been cool.
It was so much fun. And then I moved back to Savannah because I was living in Richmond Hill. And I got a job with some local stations. And then Comcast said, we need you in sales. And I was salesperson of the year for 2 years, maybe. And I was so beleaguered because I was also doing other work for the clients that were the television advertising clients, like, their print work and their design work, that I was like, I'm just going to go out on my own. And so I did. And then the idea of, or the way that you made money was in spot television. Well, the audience and the market became so fractured, you couldn't make money off of it anymore. So I went more to the graphic side and the design side and the wedding invitations, and then decided I want to do art.
That is a natural trajectory, I think.
Yeah, people are like, when did you first become an artist? I'm like, never not been.
Fair.
If you really think about it.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
I mean, and what a fun life.
Yeah.
Fun life.
It's been kind of crazy, but, I could still read a Nielsen book.
Huh. What are you most proud of? Your paper cuts, the art gallery, your books?
I think just still doing it. It's just all of it. Yeah, I look back on older works and I'm like, what were you thinking? Like, no wonder this is in a box somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
we all have that, though.
Yeah. I'm like, oof, Roberts, come on. You actually sold that to somebody? Like,
be nice to yourself. Stop.
But I think it's just figuring out new ways. Figuring out new ideas, and that's probably where like the monthly or bi-monthly shows come from. Like, okay, what's the next corner? How do we take another left? How do we keep people interested?
Well, the nonprofits is a great way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done so much good for our local community. Do you have any way of calculating how much you've donated over the last 10 years?
Oh, gosh. I think when I last checked, it was over 100,000 or nearing. I know that we have done, I think it was almost 120 shows.
Wow.
So, wow. Not quite, probably like 10 a year is what I'm guesstimating. Because we'll slow down like certain times of the year because there's no...
January and July, nothing should happen.
Right.
In Savannah.
Right. So, or we'll stretch some things, or we'll do offsite things. We'll do location on location sometimes if the space is right.
$100,000 in our local community.
Yeah. And some of it was, we did do like the Maui Strong Fund and
very good.
Doctors Without Borders and stuff like that, just because it felt pertinent.
Yeah, relevant at the time.
Yeah.
What a wonderful thing to do.
So.
Just the greatest concept.
We try.
Who came up with the donation?
Actually, Austin did.
Really?
Yeah, he came to a show of mine, the second Headcase show I did, Son of Headcases, at Oglethorpe Gallery. And I've knew him for years, and I was doing some of his logo work. So he came to the show, bought a bunch of head cases. I'm like, dude, you don't have to do that. And then he's like, hey, I got that spot on Whitaker and Taylor. I'm like, oh yeah, Elena Madden's old place. And he goes, I'm putting the office here. Do you want to do a gallery? And I was like, wait, what? I was like, let's go to lunch. So at lunch, he's like, I don't need to make money off of this. I just need to be a more retail-oriented partner in the store in the downtown design district.
Beautiful.
So he's like, you do the art, and we'll donate percentage back to nonprofits. I'm
Beautiful.
like, what? I'm like, what?
That's a dream.
Went home. I'm like, told my husband, I'm like, pinch me. This is insane.
Yeah, that's a proposal you can't say no to. You just jump straight in.
I was like, that's insane, But he'd also seen me do work for auctions for HSF and the Telfair, and so he knew I knew people and I could motivate artists to do stuff.
It was a natural extension of what you were already working in, just taken to the next level of donations and art and beautiful things in downtown spaces.
Yeah, and I think it's been a pretty good combo. So
we all love it.
I
don't know what we'd do without you.
We're trying.
You're succeeding.
Just got to get more people out, more people interested in art.
Do you have a cap for your party on the 14th for the Decade's grand opening?
I don't know that we do because we can certainly fill it up, but if they have a lot of tickets, we can extend across the lane to the garden at the Davenport House.
Beautiful.
So we can soiree a little bit farther.
Beautiful.
But I think it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm sort of like, is this really happening?
It's going to be you're going to have the best day.
Yeah. I'm like, what? How's this 10 years? What happened?
Pure just joy and celebration of doing a job well done for our community.
Well,
I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I just wish people would be like, oh, you guys are doing great. And I'm like, we still need exposure.
That's true. We're doing great, but we also still ongoing need your money.
Well, it's also you know what? It's different artists. We mix it up.
Yeah, you sure do. 200 artists over 10 years. That's no joke.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's fun, but
It's a lot of personalities. It's a lot of people's bills paid. It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of donations.
I love putting food on table. Mm-hmm. We have a husband and wife pair that have five growing boys.
Whoa.
And I'm like, okay, I've got to sell a lot more of their work.
Mm-hmm. Their strawberry budget is obscene, I'm sure.
Right. I'm like, I have to sell a lot more work.
Yeah, That's a Costco membership. I'm just thinking about their grocery bill.
Oh my God, I can't even. And I love them, all of them.
What are you getting past decades?
Yes.
Getting past your dual show.
Yeah.
What you're most excited about in 2026? Because those are two big things.
I think I'm most excited about actually penning in the rest of the Art Family Value shows. Because I'm a wee bit OCD, just a little bit, not just a touch. Like I want it cemented. I think that's more, and to see what the dialogue consists of, because all these artists, like they all have similarities, but they also stark differences between the works.
Hopefully that just means you've got a wide audience with wide wallets.
Yeah. Everybody come out and buy.
I've taken an entire hour of your time.
And it's been lovely.
Always a pleasure. Do you have any final thoughts before you go open the art gallery for all of these beloved public to come see you?
I think I need a nap. No,
already?
I need a little downtime. No, it's all good.
After the show, after Decades goes up on on March 14th, then you can take a nap.
Yeah.
Gotta get through that.
I mean, I still have some outliers. I need to get on the phone and be like, okay, where's your work? It's coming up.
Stop. That's how it always goes. Somebody's gonna drop something off like the day before, and you're gonna have to not yell at them.
I will yell at them if I have to wire it.
Is that your thing that you hate?
Well, I mean, come on, just end-to-end wiring. It takes 5 minutes.
That's fair. Jose Ray builds his own boxes.
And they're heavy.
They're so heavy. They're like half of my body weight. Love him. He's just the best.
Oh, he's in the show.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, of course he is. I knew that.
Yeah.
I read the list. There's 36. It's so hard to keep favorites in mind, right? I knew Julia too, and when you said her name, I was like, yeah. But I had to bolt into the wall.
Yeah.
Because it's 30 pounds. It's 50 pounds sometimes. I'm pulling out chunks of drywall to get his hoof. But how would you wire that? He can't, right?
I guess you could, but you have to, the weight of the wire needs to be commensurate with the weight of the piece, right? So it'd probably be 40 pound? 40 pound wire, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope no one brings you unwired works, even Jose.
Well, yeah.
Can't be 40 pounds at 10 by 10. So you're safe.
No, probably be at least 30 though. But yeah, it'll be an adventure hanging that show because it's a whole new hanging system for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Inside the Davenport house, do they have
in the Kennedy Pharmacy? Yeah. It is cool though because they have the wire and all the work. It's it's on their windows.
Oh, of course it is.
So because it's nothing but windows.
Sure. That
whole thing. So it's then it has the little latch things.
I haven't used those since college, which is longer ago than I'm willing to say out loud.
So I'll be installing probably all day the Friday before, just to make sure it's right.
Yeah. I would do something wrong. I'd have to pick a friend that would give me a lot of grace if I dropped it and use them as the guinea pig.
But it'll be, it's gonna work out. I'm sort of okay, let's do it.
It's gonna be a beautiful show. Everybody's going to show up, and everybody's going to be excited, and you're going to get a lot of news coverage, and you're going to sell everything.
That would be a dream.
That's the energy I'm putting out in the just ether for you, Peter.
Okay. I'm sad you're not coming.
I'm really sorry. I will go see it once I'm back into. There's a wedding. I'm sorry. If it weren't a wedding, I would change my plans.
I know. If it was a baby shower, you'll have more kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm so excited for you, and thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been a while, but I'm glad everything's going well with Art on the Air.
Yeah. Anytime you want to come on back, give me a call.
I will. Or I'll push the artist your way.
I love talking to people and making new friends.
Yeah, and if you've got a pair of relatives, that's going to be some good chatting.
Yes, true. Very true.
They're gonna have some friction.
The show format that every other week I have changed. I have done back to back. I've done 3 a month. I've done 4 a month. Anybody that wants to talk to me, I'm so excited to add to the schedule if need be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Call me sometime.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Peter Roberts for making time to chat with me. I hate to be missing the March opening for Decades, but I'll be in Naples, Florida for a wedding that day. There's always so much going on with Location Gallery and with Peter's own artwork that I bet we'll be talking to him again soon, though. Location Gallery is located at Corcoran Austin Hill Realty at 251 Bull Street. The gallery is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, or by appointment. You've still got a little time to see Jamie and Lino Acevedo's Paper Dolls show before it comes down. My husband just had to buy Lino's Aquanet Suburbia, so I look forward to picking her up and taking her home. Okay, yeah, go see Decades. I will miss you. I'll see you in a couple weeks, Savannah. I won't be back until after St. Patrick's Day, so enjoy the spring festivities.